welcome back to Shemsuniverse. So today guys, we're going to discuss the attitude number 2. So attitude number 2 is depicted based upon your month that you're born and the date exactly in which you're born. So if you're born, for instance, like I said in my other video, on May 25th, then you'll have an attitude number of 3. You get 5 plus 7, which is 12, which equals 3. So with the attitude number of 2, this is represented by a lunar energy, which is known as the moon. This makes you a very naturally receptive, nurturing person who people feel like they can come to, and they'll feel like you're generally very loving, but maybe a little bit vulnerable. So if you have this attitude number, like I said, guys, this doesn't mean that this is actually how you are. It's not like your personality number that's giving a person a sort of bridge into who you really are towards your soul. The attitude number is just a general aura that you give off, whether you like to or not. So it's just a good thing to know so that you can be either cautious or you can utilize it to the best of your ability. The number 2 has some good pros because it makes you appear to be receptive, warm, loving. So that can be used for a lot of trickery, manipulation if you wish to do so. It also makes you very susceptible to people that may want to also take advantage of you. So that's a weakness. And people may view you as somebody who is not necessarily weak, but a little bit naive at first. When they first shake your hand or give you a hug or just see you on the road, they may view you as somebody that they can essentially sway in their direction, for lack of a better word there. They'll literally look at you and say, well, this person seems to be a little bit too nice, and obviously there's a lot of bad people, a lot of wolves out there who will look at that and say, well, that is a weakness. Business-wise, it's very, very great. It makes you naturally cooperate and harmonize with others. Number 2 is all about group and teamwork. That sort of setting is great. So when you initially meet people, they'll definitely be very attracted to you. Number 1 is very domineering, whereas number 2 is that feminine energy, which is very accepting. So this makes you, if you're a male, appear very receptive, warm, loving. It's great. If you're a female, it adds that feminine quality, makes you even more attractive. So it's a great number to have. When it's associated with other life path numbers, what you get is some very different aspects. If you have like a life path 1 with an attitude number of 2, a person may view you as very warm, but when they get to know you, they're going to realize that you're meant to be the leader, you're very innovative, pioneering, and you're somebody not to be really messed with. If you have a number 2 or master number 11, as your life path, this may just add to that even more and amplify it. So your aura is going to match what your life path is, and this will make you, you need to be very, very wary of people trying to take advantage of you and possibly even trying to harm you. I want to give a special warning to my life path 2s and 11s out there. Just make sure that you do use extra precautions and watch who you trust. With number 3, this is great because number 3s are great for media, like social media, communications, artistic expression, creativity. So this is going to open up a lot of doorways for you for marketing and networking. And people are initially, when they see you, if you're doing a video like what I'm doing, or if you're doing something such as just going to like a conference, people will look at you and say, well, this is a person I want to get to know and possibly harmonize with and do collabs with and so forth. For number 4 and master number 22, this makes you guys very accepting, even though you guys have a very serious demeanor. Number 4s and 22s are both, of course, ruled by Rahu, which makes you guys very business-oriented, pragmatic, organized. However, this can make you guys at least seem a little bit more loving and caring and warm, so it gives that human side to you. So that's very, very great trait to have. For life path 5s, it just makes you even more social. The number 2 is just going to add to the 5's traits and make you more harmonizing, you'll appear more intelligent. The moon works very, very well with Mercury, even though they're considered enemy planets. They still do work very well together, even though they're opposing each other. So the number 2 will actually help you if you're a 5. 5s like to manipulate situations, manipulate people. This is going to help you with that game plan. For number 6, 6 is like the number, I'd say the number 2 to 2 when it comes to harmonizing and creating great relationships. So when you have a number 2 with 6, that gives you Moon and Venus. That conjunction is great. This is going to make you definitely a lot better when it comes to doing different things, such as being a good family person, good caregiver, good for counseling. So it's going to really benefit you within your career and just make you be more of the go-to person when people need help. For number 7, this is a great combination. Ketu, which is our Neptune, is associated with the water. Of course, the moon does control the water, and Ketu is considered the south node of the moon. So this is going to make you have a very, very social demeanor in comparison to more so life path 7s that just aren't really all there. They are very much more so antisocial, and people might be put off by them. But with a number 2 as your attitude number, this can be very beneficial in drawing people to you so that they can see your philosophical outlet and actually see the way you are for real and not just take you as an antisocial person, somebody who might be possibly hostile. As for life path number 8, this is very, very good. Life path 8s have a very strong aura. You guys can appear very aggressive. I'm a life path 8 myself. And what happens is we end up becoming people that people respect and understand that we're domineering, just like the life path 1. However, it could have a very negative impact. Saturn is very cold, very dry. So when you add the lunar element of the 2, at least it brings a more of a light surface to you. So people will still feel like they can approach you, and they'll feel like you're an adequate leader who has a human side to you as well. With 9 is all about war. Mars and Moon definitely oppose each other. They do not get along. But the 9's ideological and purpose-filled life, which is humanitarian, is definitely met with the number 2, as it still can constitute good luck. I would just watch out for people saying that you might be maybe too humanitarian or too nice or too naive. So just don't get caught up in your own ideologies when you have this attitude number. Understand you have to look at things from different perspectives. Don't be too rigid, and you'll definitely get ahead of your life very perfectly. The only number I did miss when I went to 6 was 33. 33 is like a holy number. It's considered the Holy Trinity, master teacher. When you have the number 2 associated with that, it's just going to make you have an even more amplified 33 energy. You'll be able to draw people together. I'd recommend anything from politics to making some sort of social reform, just because you guys are meant to make a worldwide difference through some sort of philanthropic sort of duty. But the number 2 will actually help you harmonize other people. And like I said with the 6, it's actually going to assist the 6 and assist the 3 and bring that to fruition even faster. So number 2 as a whole is a great attitude number to have, as long as you know how to actually utilize it properly. A lot of the times what we have is a code, but we're not using it as a cheat code because we don't exactly know how to actually use the energy properly. Once you realize how to use your energy properly and then follow through with things and remember which numbers are in what place, you'll find that your life starts going a lot smoother, and it starts to seem like the stars all of a sudden start aligning for you. But the truth is that you're just using your energy in the proper direction. So that would conclude the video of attitude number 2. If you guys do have any questions whatsoever, just please let me know in the comments. Aside from that, guys, please like, subscribe. All that's it for today, guys. Peace.